Agnes Scott alums, Leila Marijam, who will be joining us, uh, an Agnes Scott and UGA graduate. We try to emphasize the Agnes Scott part, currently teaching literature at Oglethorpe University, which we also see as an extension of Agnes Scott. She was born and raised in Croatia, but her diverse family background has afforded her the opportunity to intimately explore the intersections of culture and religion with lived human experience. So, Leela, Marijam, I think you should be there in
Yes,
soon.
I am right here. Thank you, Wakaz.
I thought you'd be here in person.
I was going to, and honestly, when my kid and husband left, everything was so quiet. I started looking at my poems and I ran out of time to actually drive down. A quiet house is a very rare luxury for me, but I'm sorry to miss you in person. It's always a pleasure to be here. I almost want to apologize for my poetry because I feel like I like to shock a little bit, and I've been really dealing with organized religion and what it means to me, given the fact that I grew up with the conflict in Yugoslavia raging. So, so here's my selection. We're starting sort of tame character study. She's too quick to act, too ready to follow directions without follow through. She hears the starting gun and she's off. She's anywhere the wind blows, not minding or remembering even to accomplish anything of the journey. Things begin and then they're done. She's off, she's in mid-leap, she's light years ahead, leaving us mired in our cumbersome humanity, leaving us to clean up the debris, to rearrange the furniture. So that one was about my kid. This one is titled Lessons at Chapel Time. Number 1. Okay, so my kid came home and she told me what they were teaching her. And every time I have to sort of address her concerns because we're not a very religious family. So this is a little bit of a spirited response that I did not share with her. Lessons at chapel time. Number 1, Jesus is your best friend. Thou shan't have any other besties besides him. Backtooth Gracie can go cry in the toilets or try to steal him away at recess. Number 2, God first, others second, you third. It's great getting crowded up in here. Are others everyone, or can my mom be the first of the second? Do dogs count? Number 3, be grateful for if thy dog dies, it was God's will and nothing to cry about. Truly, I tell you. This one is xenophobia, xenophobic. Perhaps you were kept out for the right reason, to stave off ruin. In the windows to your soul, they see the brazen bull. Perhaps the extent of their knowing is the great wall they've built with countless mirage doors for you to bleed your knuckles, knock, knock, knocking round and around with no tender morsel to confuse you for Zeus and let you in. Only stacks of flyers strewn about like breadcrumbs, promises of the wonderful things on the inside. Stop, turn away to find the figs ripening on the sunny foothills out of Eden. This one is a feminist manifesto. Like following the footsteps of the man God, I blindly step where other women have gone before. I'll grow a fondness for birds, black cats, and in time, I trust it will bear fruit. I know how to proceed, you see, when I see you delight in seasonal colors of the market stands, in daily chats with the vendors, in a polka-dotted plate. They say that God comes to women in the spaces they occupy. These words a recipe for disaster. God doesn't come to visit our holding pens. God is, in a pinch and a dash, the vibrations of flesh as it needs and in the dough that rises as a matter of faith. And we went to see the Vatican this summer, which was amazing. So this one is titled In Vatican 2022. The crushing weight of frankincense and roses. Turns out gilding the angels petrifies their flight. Patina layers of candle soot mark the ages. the length of rule of the suffering God, his battered body, a visceral reminder that this is a filthy game and all bets are off. The mother virginal, cradling the small body of her perpetual baby, the one truth. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, sitting here in mock prayer, writing bad verse. I don't think you're here to be found, and I don't think you're here to pass judgment. I'll look for you among the living, away from the emaciated body weighed down by all that pomp and circumstance, all the gold and marble that the Caesars had hauled in from Egypt in service to a new God, on the bloodied backs of men who look eerily like that dude on the cross they bowed to. So that's it. Thank you.
We go on now to Tuanda Muhammad, who has also been a very regular contributor to this event. She's a writer, poet, and playwright based in Atlanta, Georgia. Tuanda has performed in various open mic programs, including Java Monkey Speaks, 100,000 Poets for Change, Decatur Book Festival, and the Creative Collaboration in the Southeast. A very warm welcome to you, Tuanda. She's here in person, so please, Tuanda.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and I look forward to this reading every year. This is my favorite time of year, fall, because the leaves are turning colors and falling. And it's a reminder that sometimes you can get very comfortable with certain ideas, but sometimes you have to let it go when things don't work out. So I'm going to read In Blackwater Woods by Mary Oliver. Look, the trees are turning their own bodies into pillars of light, are giving off the rich fragrance of cinnamon and fulfillment. The long tapers of cattails are bursting and floating away over the blue shoulders of the ponds. And every pond, no matter what its name is nameless now. Every year, everything I have ever learned in my lifetime leads back to this, the fires and the black river of loss, whose other side is salvation, whose meaning none of us will ever know. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things: to love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones, knowing your own life depends on it. And when the time comes to let it go, to let it go. The next poem I'm going to read was inspired by an article that I read, which said that the highest cause of death of African-American males between the ages of 18 and to 25 is homicide. So this poem is inspired by that. The church mother says farewell. Yesterday, the pastor told me that everything happens for a reason, and in life, everything has a time, a place, and a season, but somebody please pinch me and tell me that I'm dreaming, because that can't be you lying in that casket that I'm seeing. Finally, I get to see you be still for more than a few minutes at a time. You were an aspiring entrepreneur, constantly rushing against time. So now, since you can't go nowhere, I get to say what is on my mind. That's why I got here early before the church bells chime. It was not your time to die. I'm supposed to cross over first, but you are a young Black man. That's why you beat me to the earth. All you did was get up and go to work. My heart is beating so fast, I'm scared it's going to burst. You look peaceful lying there, a beautiful Black prince. You were my oops baby, but you were really heaven sent. You could have been anything, a doctor, lawyer, accountant, or the next Black president. But today I'm at your funeral because of senseless violence. Our men with so much promise and praise due to environmental factors Many end up in an early grave before he had a chance to build an extensive resume. The death angels arrived and took him away. As I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will have no fear. I'd rather be anywhere else but here. As I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I will have no fear. Your obituary read by the pastor is the last thing I need to hear. My beautiful son, it's out of my hands. I must give in because your life on earth has come to an end. I pray your soul is at peace and that you have repented for your sins. Rest peacefully, my beautiful son, until we meet again. And this last poem is about gratitude and how important that is to have gratitude in your life. How do I thank thee without the words getting in the way? I need you to truly feel how much I appreciate you. I could say thank you in different languages like shukran, toda, gracias, or mercy, but I still feel like I missed the mark. Thank you though, for your hospitality, love, care, time, attention, affection, effort, and sacrifice. I could say thank you in different languages like shukriya, jazak Allah, mahabani, tak, samalat po, donkey, kitos, grazi, asanti, tak, or arigato. But I still feel like my thank yous are at a loss for words. I can never thank you enough, but I hope you feel my sincere energy when I put my hand over my heart, close my eyes, and feel my gratitude that fills up this room and beyond. And I thank you. Thank you.